everybody. It is Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. We're going to be doing a card of the day. This is not a reading, okay? A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition, because I'm not for everyone, and that's okay too. I have had clients who've been with me forever, and then all of a sudden they block me, they stop talking to me, they stop fucking with me. And you have to understand that you have to have the courage to not be like, and I literally just said this less than an hour ago to one of my clients that I had a beautiful session with. And then I actually posted something earlier today on my Instagram page at Readings by Vida on the Insights page that I got no time to hate. I'm watering my own grass to be worried about your grass being greener than mine, because there's enough for everybody. I don't know why I keep saying this, but again, I feel that maybe so many of us are so caught up with acceptance and approval that fucks us up and derails us from our actual plans that we actually have to keep going on for ourselves. So let's do the card of the day. This is the focus of intention for the next 24 to 48 hours as directed by Spirit, Universe, or whatever higher power you believe in. And again, thank you for fucking with me. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing to this channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this video to someone who you feel you're going to resonate with, or the message is going to resonate with them. But again, if it doesn't apply, then let this motherfucking shit fly. It's okay. If it don't apply, let it fly, because I don't resonate with everybody. Again, I'm not for everybody. So I'm truly grateful for that, because it took me a really long time to even stop worrying about what people thought of me or how they accepted me. And this is a lesson I'm still teaching to my family, including my children, and even a lesson for me. I'm like, wait, what did I offend them? Did I do something? And then I remember that not all of us are on the same wavelength. Some of us evolve, some of us devolve, and that can happen too. We can fall back, and that's okay though. You're not meant to be liked and approved by everybody. If that was the case, life would be fucking boring. Okay? It'd just be boring. I'm just saying. Ooh. We have a card that flipped, and we're gonna be doing these cards from the cards are from the Okana Oracle deck. I mean, it's a beautiful black and gold deck. And so we have the Reconcile. It says, love yourself, for only then you can love others. All right. And the Reconcile card, let's see what sections it is in, because this beautiful deck has different sections with the different elements like water, earth, air, fire, spirit, and it talks about the spreads. And the Reconcile card is literally in, let's see, the water element. So let's go directly there. And it says, love yourself, for only then you can love others. The shadow element for this card is allowing reconciliation of failed interpersonal relationships. What did I just say? I am not for everyone. You have to have the courage not to be liked. Allowing reconciliation of failed interpersonal relationships to commence out of a need for outside acceptance. I cannot make this shit up, guys. I cannot make this shit up. Outside acceptance. Confirmation. Or outright refusal to be alone in the healing process, when in fact the need is to be more concerned with accepting oneself. There always comes a time when we are given a chance to break away from unsavory relationships with love interests, friends, family dynamics, or even other people, colleagues, co-workers, healers, doctors, therapists, lawyers, accountants. It happens all the time. But we struggle to cut the cord of dependency. Dependency of what exactly? Could be obligation to family, unresolved spiritual ties to past lovers, or just inability to exist in solitude in order to mend what has harmed us with these interactions. This card suggests that you struggle with your need to reconcile toxic relationships before healing due to some arbitrary entitlement someone has with inserting themselves into your lives, or your dependency on that relationship to feel valid, loyal, or discomfort with disconnecting. You're not meant to be liked by everybody. I'm not meant to be liked by everybody. We can agree to disagree on certain things, okay? Now, it suggests that your ability to only recount the good times with someone you're struggling to love from a distance to justify keeping that parasitic connection. She didn't even say like, oh, a fucked up connection or distraught connection. She said parasitic, okay? Parasitic connection, alive and well, feeding on your spirit and ultimately your growth. Why do you stick around when you know that it's not working? Ooh, word of the day. I'm not for everyone. I don't resonate with everyone. My energy doesn't vibe with everyone, and that's okay. Are you okay with not being liked? You have to have courage to not be liked. You have to have courage to not be accepted. You have to have courage to not be understood, and that's okay. Because everybody has an opinion. And what do I tell you guys? Opinions are like assholes, and everybody got one. And what comes out of assholes, boys and girls? Shit. Nothing but shit. You can sugarcoat the shit. You can decorate it in sprinkles and make an emoji. Shit, that poop emoji everyone likes. You can make it fucking unicorn shit. It's still shit and it still fucking stinks. You have to understand that toxic is toxic regardless if it comes from your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your nieces, your nephew, your godmother, your godfather, your grandparents, your neighbors, your community, the institution, the government, whatever. Toxic is toxic. Colleagues, co-workers, past lovers, best friends, school friends, childhood friendships. It doesn't resonate with you anymore, and that's okay too. Just because you don't do the same things, it's not your fault if they don't understand you. It's not your fault if they don't get you. You don't gotta explain shit to anybody. Make it a habit. I tell this to my clients who are in the Love Thyself package. It is not your job to convince people about who you are, your mission, your path, your life, your abundance. Your vision is yours. And you have to understand, it's okay to be different. Matter of fact, we want it. We need people to be different. We don't need anybody to be the same. So again, the Reconcile says love yourself. And what I tell you guys all the time, the Love Thyself package is coming up again. We're gonna be offering it again at the end of April to start in June. We're gonna have a whole month of May off. But it says, love yourself, for only then can love others. You can't love yourself at 100% if you're so worried about all these parasitic connections, all these parasitic relationships, all these parasitic dynamics. Toxic is toxic, no matter what it is, whether it's blood, family, friends, acquaintances, jobs, neighborhoods, communities, organizations, nonprofits. It could be all of that, and then some cooperations with other people is great. You can get along, but you always can agree to disagree. Sometimes you need to separate yourself from the fold. You are not meant to be aligned with everything and everybody, and that's okay too. And until you realize that, things will not change. So you have to reconcile with yourself. Who is worthy to be in your circle? Who needs to be cut off? Who needs to be pruned? Just like a weed, you got to pull that shit from the root and get it out of you. If not, those weeds will end up suffocating all those crops, all those seeds, all that planting, all that fertilizing you've been doing. You've been digging and planting and seeding and wanting your soils and your crops to come through the soil, but they can't with those weeds. Those parasitic connections coming through and trying to suffocate you. You have to let some things go. But I hope I help. I hope I put some things in perspective. I hope I made you guys feel better. If you like to work with me, please follow your intuition working with any spiritual advisor. Even if that means you do not work with me, your intuition will always guide you to who, what, when, where, and how to work with those spiritual advisors and practitioners. I am now scheduling in early April to mid-April 2021. I am booked solid, usually about 4 to 6 weeks in advance. Again, you can go to thealmightypineapple.com. Check out my services. The community ritual is coming up. The new moon in Pisces is going to be coming up this Saturday, March 13th, 2021 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The cutoff is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademarked, copyright, and registered with the United States government in several different classifications with them. Any duplication of my content is subject to legal recourse is guided by my legal team. Thank you for fucking with me, and I'll see y'all later.